I'm too young to be this old, but I realize the older I get, how much I don't know about all kinds of things that I didn't know that I didn't know. So, because I look back and when I was a child, I didn't know that, like, not everybody didn't know what was a farm. I mean, I grew up on a farm. I had friends come from the city because they had never seen a cow. They didn't know that popcorn grew on stalks just like regular corn. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. They never touched an electric fence. We always made them do that. So I didn't realize that I was young and naive and innocent, and I didn't know what abuse was. I mean, I found out what it was, but I didn't understand that there were predators or what a predator was, or when you're in school and what a bully was. I just thought, well, everybody gets bullied, and you got to stand up for yourself, and I have. I didn't realize, actually, we were just talking tonight, the challenges of being left-handed. Who knew that we had to, like, the desks are all made for right-handers, so you have to pull them over so that you have something to write on. When I was in art school, my teacher didn't even know how to teach a left-hander calligraphy, so I had to teach myself that I have to actually do it upside down, so I obviously don't do it for a living, because it takes a lot of practice to do it upside down. I didn't know that the older I get and the more I traveled for my job, that it is so, so interesting to learn about the world from people who are in a different culture, a different country, a different economic status, just so many viewpoints of the world that I never experienced on the farm. So that's been kind of so awesome to understand that as I get older and I'm not so sheltered or, like we talked about earlier, looking at the world just from one viewpoint. And so when I came back to York, and I met JJ. This is all your fault, Corey. I started getting involved in stuff downtown because after my parents died, it was like, okay, now what? I'm starting all over again, and I'm not 20. But it has been another one of those experiences where I have met people that I would never have met and learned from, and just like all the Cable House concerts, people that are different genres and that are extremely talented, all the stories of everybody here that I would never have heard and got to know, and just all the different things that have now become a part of me. And they're people that I would never have had any contact with if I wouldn't have been open to become a part of this community in this town. And I have been through things where I have spoken in front of large crowds, and I don't agree. When I started my first story here, it was the scariest thing I ever did because I had to be, whenever they said it has to be about yourself and personal. And I think, I cried through the first 5 that I ever did. And I thought, tonight I'm going to not cry through this one. So, but I just look at all the things that have happened to me in my life, and whether it was physical or mental or spiritual or whatever. And it is just so exciting and encouraging to be on an adventure and be open to meeting the people and experiencing life that you didn't know, and who knew that it would happen.